All right, guys, so you guys know me, Big Sexy, and I am here with John Daly from Second Chance. And John has a new crossbow product out, and John's going to tell you a little bit about it. We're going to go over it. He's going to show me, and in the process of showing me, we're going to show you how the product works and how to set it up. So we're excited to see it.
Okay, this is a crossbow cocking device, and basically it gets strapped to a tree, and then you can put your stirrup from your crossbow on the lower hook or the upper hook, and you draw down with the crossbow rather than trying to pull upwards. So basically what I do with the tree is I'll just kind of put my leg, and I do this from the ground or out of a ladder tree stand. So I'll just kind of put this here to support it a little bit. And I'll come around with the strap, I can reach on this one. Normally I can
Let me help you.
There you go, thanks. Yep. I cut the strap down, I choose to have it longer. It's actually a smaller strip. I should have my longer one. And it comes with a 15-foot strap.
Okay,
I
okay.
I have this one here cut down. So in general, what I'll do is I'll just make it just enough that it's
Just a couple
here,
clicks.
a couple clicks so you can still move it if you need to.
Okay.
And then from here, and like I said, I should have my longer strap. This is my mistake. And then I'll pick it up. Yep,
So
my
we'll
mistake.
just take it right up. You're good.
Okay, that was my bad.
I can help you. That's the glory.
Okay, yeah, my bad with having the wrong strap though. Yeah, I used it on a different tree before, and
So now the question I have, John, is how do you know the height to put this?
I generally go as high as you can where it's comfortable.
Okay.
Because you're going to be pulling down on it. So once I get it locked in, and don't have to be overly tight, get it here. Is that tight enough?
I don't have it real tight. I was waiting
yeah,
to hear if we were
lock
in
it up
place.
in there.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Then once you get it here, I pull down on it, and that'll lock it in place.
Okay, so once it's tight in place, just give it a couple pulls.
Yep, just so it don't
so it
slip.
don't slide.
And there's teeth on here that it's gonna bite, and you can see down here it's kind of strong enough.
I'm excited to see this baby in action. Now, what's the difference between the two hooks?
Oh, up to the bottom one here, you can do one of two things. I have bad shoulders, so a lot of times I put it here, and that just puts everything in my face.
I got you. Okay.
So I can put my cocking rope right on here. Then from here, I move it up to here.
Okay, so use the bottom one to hold it, hook everything up, and get it ready.
If you want to. If you have good shoulders, you don't have an issue, I go right to the top.
Okay.
Plus some of the other stirrups are smaller. This will still hold some like the 10-point stirrups, because some of them right here with the cranks on them, they're that small they can barely get their toe in that stirrup.
Gotcha.
So generally I'll go up to here with it, and from right here it's just a matter of basically locking your arms in a sense, bend down.
Straight down.
Straight down.
And that didn't move. If you look, you can actually see where it dug into the tree. You can actually see where it pulled some of the bark and locked. So that definitely...
Yeah, it doesn't move. And then on here I have hooks, range finder, binoculars, or like here, I put my cocking rope on it, then it's there and out of the way.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, that's all right. That I like a lot. I like how that is.
And then,
now, do all your straps come with this?
Yes, I supply
all
this.
the straps now come with the ratchet side.
Yep.
Oh, that's
and then from
cool.
here, again, your hands are free, so you can just simply put your arrow right on here, and then you're ready to go.
Oh,
So
I like that.
If you take your shot, if you take your shot, you need a follow-up shot. Just a matter of putting it right back on here. And in fact, I've done a couple of videos here, and literally in 15 seconds, you're ready to hunt again. You know,
so in 15 seconds, you can reload that and do it again all in the same spot. What I like is that you keep this here and hang your bow from it.
Yeah. Yep.
I like that. So this is already in place. Your bow's hanging almost like a bow hook.
Yep.
And then you move on.
Right.
You get a quick shot. You just follow up right from that same area.
Yeah, and that's what I do all the time. From hunting out of a tree stand, ladder stand, for years, the crossbow is always the last thing you bring up. Now I bring it up first.
Yeah.
I pull it up, and then I put it right there, and it's out of my way. Okay?
Oh, I like that. So that's okay. Yeah, that's definitely a good scenario.
So, okay, yeah, so what I'll do here is just say you did have a shot. Put that on there. Get your cocking rope.
Chris, can you get a side view of that? Hold on, John.
Okay,
He's
sure.
got you from the side. There you go. Go ahead.
Okay. Then you just put that on here. Whoop, that's my fault. I got too close. I should steer down that way. and then
You ready to go again?
you're ready to go again. Kelly.
Safety first.
Safety first. So, but that's pretty much it right there. I mean, and they have different things. I do have keyholes in them. I have one mounted in my garage on a 4x4 post. So if we want to practice from the garage a lot of times, because it gets hard to pull it upwards.
Right, right.
And this here, boom, boom, and if I want to practice, I can just practice right from the garage.
Now, the design behind this was designed for people who have bad shoulders,
Yes.
bad backs,
Yep.
Maybe some elderly youth, right? That's the
Absolutely,
whole
yeah.
purpose design behind this.
Yep. And also for myself, second shot, second chance.
Second shot.
I missed a doe a number of years ago. I'm up in my stand. The only way to recock it again is lower it down, climb down, cock it, pull it back up. Now from here you can stay up in your ladder stand and recock it again.
Yeah, definitely. So this is recommended ground hunting, ladder stands.
Yep.
I love it.
I don't, and it can be a climbing stands. I don't initiate
just
that.
don't recommend it.
I say ladder tree stand because it's more safe that way.
Ladder tree stand, ground hunting, I can see it being
Yeah.
super beneficial.
Yep.
You can just stand right up, put it on, boom, and go.
In fact, we did that with my wife because she hunts out of the ground blind, and she doesn't have the power anymore as she used to with her illness. She gotten sick, so she lost her strength to pull upwards. So I have one of these mounted right outside the ground blind on a tree.
Okay.
So
okay.
if she does need that second shot for whatever reason, she has to step out of the ground blind, but it's still right there.
But it's still there, and
she
it's
can
still
use it.
available for her to get a second shot. Maybe not on even that deer, but in another
Right, yeah, she can.
instance.
Yeah, if she misses it or whatever, that deer runs off, she's still not done. She
And
can
let me tell
continue
you,
to hunt.
from a dad who has daughters that hunt, that's genius.
Yeah. So
Because nothing's worse than, Daddy,
Right.
I shot. Can you run up over the hill and reload my bow?
Right, yeah. Yeah.
So, I think that is awesome.
And a lot of times she'll hunt there, and that big pine tree right there is raw hunt sometimes.
Okay.
So again, I don't have to come running down to help her, but with her being her illness now, using this, she can recock her own crossbow now.
I love it. That's
Yeah,
great
it's
design.
really-
I'm glad I got to meet you. I'm glad. And this is a new strap, an updated strap,
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
which I'll tell you from my experience
Yeah.
that this is definitely a way better setup.
Yeah. It's,
I like how now it's locked. This is tight.
yeah.
Before you really had to give that some pull. So this is this I like. I like the new setup
So
system.
and like I said, you get it, and before the season starts, a couple of days or a week, whenever, put it in your tree, and it's there. You can move it if you have to, but I have it, on several trees where I hunt from. It's there. So when I go out that morning, it's already there and go. But
That's awesome. So this is going to be featured on one of our products of the week, John.
oh, all right.
So one of the reasons we did this is we want to put this in product of the week. So guys, I hope you enjoy watching this. John, they can purchase this product where?
Yeah, you can go on our website, www.secondchancehunt.com. And it's under Daily Luck LLC, but that is our website, and we can go from there.
Awesome. I appreciate you joining us, John.
Well, thank
I
you.
appreciate your time.
Yeah.
I appreciate you showing us, and I think it's awesome. It's an awesome setup. I love, again, we demoed it for you once. You did some changing. I love how you fixed it. I think I agree totally. That's the answer.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. I'm super excited.
And like I said, some of the guys that I talked to, a couple that want to have the 10 points, the 10-point stirrup, for whatever reason, they've gotten so small. And I've had a gentleman tell me that he had one last year. He shot a deer and he put his foot in, and as he was cocking it, it came off. And this thing came up and hit him in the chest.
Oh, Jesus.
So he said, at least with this here, he can put it in a smaller one, just a fit, and now he can put it here. He said, now I have to just hold it and I can crank it.
See, now I don't use a crank, so that's something I wouldn't have thought of. That's a
Right,
great
yeah.
idea. So now you can also crank it
Right.
and keep it down.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I didn't think of that. That's a good idea.
But like I said, if you have good shoulders and stuff, you don't need to go here. You can go right to the top one. I did it because my arms are bad. I have muscle separation in both arms. So now it's right in my face. So, I mean, I'm right here. I can take this off and put it. I can see that everything is on here. And then I just simply raise it up and then grab your cocking rope and pull it down. But if your shoulders are fine, you're healthy, just save that step and go right to down.
Well, I like, too, that you have everything at access right here.
Mm-hmm.
So I know me, if you're like me, you put your cocking aid in your pocket, and I'm left to find it when I'm in a hurry to shoot. So I like that you made this. You can put it right here and go. I also love the 4x4 design. I love that you can bolt it fast. like I said, I definitely love the product. I think I'm excited to use it this year.
Well,
So,
great. I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward
I'm
to
definitely excited.
Yeah. And even myself, because of the cocking rope, and just me, I have them marked left and right. So then I take it off of here, and I have the left side. I put the left side on and come right around the right. So to me, I mark them for that reason.
So you know every time it's...
the same way. And then I just, like I said, put it up on the hook. And
that's a smart idea. I didn't think of that. That's a smart idea.
But it works, because now you're doing it left side, right side, all the time the same way. And it's just something that benefits, because I know that goes on the left side, hooks are facing up. And
yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Biggest thing is put it as high as you can get it within reach.
Yeah,
tolerance.
And I tell people, even from a ladder stand, do not step on the seat to put it up in a tree. I reach up as high as I can, and that's high enough.
Well, I'm taller than you, and I would say that would still be sufficient.
Yeah, it'll...
You know what I mean? From where I'm at, that would still be sufficient.
Right.
I don't feel like you'd have to go too much higher than what it is already for me.
No. And like I said, and once you put the handles on here, just literally bend your arms, lock them, and just your body weight. You're just bending down,
And from watching and seeing, it's no different than if you pull it up. You just got to keep along your rails.
Yeah,
locks
and
right in place.
That's probably the second time I've ever done that, pulled it off. Because normally you're so used to it, you pull right down.
Yeah, we all do that, though. I mean, I can tell you from pulling this way, I myself have gave it a pull, and if I'm pulling out a little bit, you pull it off the rail.
Yeah, and that's...
So it's no different with this. It's no different at all. You just keep it along the rail, and it pulled. Every time you pulled down, straight down, it went right with it.
And what's nice, a lot of times, like I said, I'll pull this up and I'll put it on here first thing in the morning. Now I sit on my seat. And I'm sitting there, then as it gets daylight, I want to put my head net on or my gloves or whatever. I'm hands-free. I can do whatever I want to do. And then as it gets light, now I can pick it up. Because a lot of times you're up in that ladder tree stand, you have that rail. This is being balanced all the time. You got to worry you don't
I hold mine a lot. I'll sit it there and hold it the whole time.
And I do too once I'm hunting, but when at least for a time being, or if you hunt a field, now you can sit there and still glass. And then when you're ready, grab a hold of it or whatever. But yeah, it's...
Definitely a lot of perks to it. I'm glad I got to watch it. Especially, I wanted to see the new strap design. I was really excited to see that. So,
if you want to try that, I'll fire another one off here.
Yeah, I'll give her a try. I ain't scared.
She grabbed 1 hour, huh? Yeah, let me.
Chris, you're going to have to go that way. So you
don't go over this way there. Please, Chris, and I'll.
Yeah, I'll go over this. Matter of fact, maybe you get right behind him.
That's what I was thinking.
Stick one right in the bullseye.
Now, guys, I need you to do all this over again because I forgot to hit record.
Yes!
Okay.
Hey, it wouldn't be the first time. Just saying, John. I want you to know that.
I heard that.
The mic on.
I hear that. Well, there you go. I mean,
so in this scenario, I would say I don't have to go any higher.
I wouldn't.
I would say that's good. You're pretty good.
High enough. Yep.
Okay. So we're going to take from here.
Yep.
Okay. This is normal. We're going to come up. Right. Left.
Here's a little groove on this one here and this one.
Oh, yeah, your groove's a little different than mine.
Spots.
Yep. Okay. Straight on.
Yep.
We're going to go straight down. Oh, dude, that was easy. I wasn't expecting that. I almost left it go. I thought it wasn't going to... Wow, that was easy.
And then from here, I'll just, you can throw right back on there again. And
look at that.
You should be ready to go.
Dude, that's exciting. What's that, John?
Anyone doesn't... Oh, top one. Yep. And then just in here, the safety zone. There you go.
Oh, and it lit up. Oh, I even got Illuminoc, man. Yeah, I'm digging it. I got a little nervous. I had a bad experience, so I got a little nervous when I hit that point. I was like, uh-oh, but no, I was... Honestly, when it left loose, this way the pressure never comes off, right? This way you can actually feel the pressure let go.
Yes.
That's what made me almost let it go. I was like, oh, you can feel it just...
You can,
So that was really neat for me.
Right.
That was really neat for me to be able to do that and experience that. That little bit of let off, that it just was nothing.
Very end, absolutely.
Almost like a lock, but it wasn't there yet.
Right, yeah. You have to really focus on that click and stop. Make sure it stops.
Yeah, so that was neat. That was just a neat experience for me.
Yeah.
Definitely like it. I mean, look at that. Once right back up.
Once you do it a couple of times, the first couple of times, maybe half dozen times, it kind of felt awkward to me. Once I get used to it now, I mean, I was out here about 2 weeks ago. I have like 6 or 7 different videos from the same tree. I did reels on here, and just boom, boom, it's so easy. But the first couple of times you do it, it feels weird because we're all used to coming up. And once you get it there, you see how...
And I can't say it felt awkward. I can't say it even felt weird. I just felt there was a dead spot that I don't feel I feel this way.
Right, yeah.
You know, when you're coming up, the pressure's always a pull.
And I think that's what happened, because you're going to get that last...
And when you're coming down, it just was like, oh crap, like where'd it go? And then it was...
Right.
So that was neat. That was really cool to experience. I'm glad I did pull it back and try it, because that was definitely something I was...
Yeah, and I wanted you to try. I figured it's, easiest way to feel it. Now you have an understanding yourself. It's different when you see something than compared to actually trying it.
That was definitely neat. I was definitely, like I said, that's an experience. You want to try pulling it back, Chris? Huh?
No, it's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
And I tell a lot of people, I don't think he could do it yet. But if the kids are within like an inch or two this way, they'll probably be able to do it with this.
See, now I agree with you. And again, because of that dead spot I felt.
Right, yeah.
I don't feel that the other way.
Yeah.
So that kind of went away when I came down.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Because you put it in here instead of in here.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's what I tell people.
Definitely was a big, I like that.
I said, if you get, either an older person with, some issues or a younger child, if they can only get their crossbow like halfway back, this is not a miracle worker. But if they're very close to within like an inch at the end, they just can't get it this here now, because like I said, the body weight. And that's what happened, with my wife, with her illness. She lost the strength in her upper body, and she just can't do that last inch. But here, she can do it.
Yeah,
it makes a difference.
I honestly could say after pulling it back, I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think you're really good, because that's, like I said, there's a dead spot. I would say to
Yeah.
somebody, use it a few times before putting it in the woods would be my only advice.
Yeah.
Because like I said, you could see, I almost left it go. It went dead, and I was like, oh wow, it's locked, but it wasn't.
You want to make sure you
So make sure you hear the click.
Yeah,
That's why the
exactly.
second I made sure when I pulled, I heard a click.
Yeah.
But
And then do like you did. When you did let off, you realized it, and you didn't just...
yeah, I didn't just let it fly. I was
Right.
nervous. I didn't want to just let it go. It ain't my crossbow, for one. For two, I didn't want to do the wrong thing, because I never used it. So my recommendation with the product would just be, shoot it a few times.
Yes.
Make sure you're good, because you don't want to be in any tree stand
Oh, absolutely.
and not know what you're doing with it. So that would be my advice to the product. Other than that, the design's great. This ratchet strap is a big deal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, like I said, this ain't going nowhere. That is a monster deal. So I'm super excited. I think that's great.
And the benefit to this now is, if you are from a ladder tree stand, you can do it like we do here, take a couple hours. Now you can practice from your ladder tree stand.
Yeah.
Before, you generally couldn't do it, or you had somebody below, or how are you going to cock it?
Leaving it down, or putting the rail up and standing unsafe trying to pull it, which I've done a million times.
I've done and shouldn't have. Yep, absolutely.
No, I've never done that. Oh. But I mean, we've all done it. When you're in a hurry, there's a deer or whatever.
That's how
we've all done it.
That's how I come up with the idea. I missed that doe. She dropped. I shot right over top, and she went like 80 yards away. She's walking around. She's going to come back. And my stand's like 20 foot in the air. And I have a single man stand. So I'm standing there, I lifted the rail up, and she's coming back. And I'm 20 feet thinking, oh, I'm going to cock this thing. And I got loaded. And she came back within 30 yards again. But instead of her going give me a shot, she ran down in the thicker cover. But in my mind, I'm going to get a second chance. And that's why I end up calling it a second chance.
Yeah, I love it. I love the product, the name, everything you've put into it. Again, I appreciate your time.
Oh, thank you. And I appreciate you coming out. I mean, it's nice to, finally get to see it, how it actually
Yeah,
does work.
I've seen your videos. We've talked, but this is definitely different. Not only that, I had a lot of questions, and I think this video will help.
Right.
Like I said, where do you put the strap? Like I always question, did I put the strap wrong? Did I read it wrong?
Right.
I didn't. Looking at it and watching, I didn't.
Well, sure.
But I always question that, where does this personally have to be set? Does this have to be loose? Does it have to be tight? I would always say tight, but I didn't design it. I mean, the whole thing could be different.
And what's nice about it is you don't have to ratchet that hard.
Yeah, I didn't ratchet it that tight. You pulled it down to rest.
And you pull it a little bit, it bites. And also in Pennsylvania, I checked with the Game Commission. It is perfectly legal with the teeth in here, because they all said it's no different than even a climbing stand would dig in even more than this.
Yeah, it is no different. I can honestly vouch myself.
So you're only digging into the bark a little bit. So I've had a couple of people say, oh, well, it's not legal. Yes, it is legal. I checked on
Let me add that on tree stands, the prongs go this way.
Mm-hmm.
So when there's any pressure, they actually dig.
Right.
Where on this, it's just down pressure. They actually go downward.
Right, correct.
So it has a lot less pressure on it against the tree and the bark.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's cool. Seeing it in person, watching it work. It's cool. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it. I mean, it's something that I'm hoping it picks up and more people see it. And right now it's moving slowly. So hopefully.
Well, I want you to know everything moves slowly. Everything we've done has moved slowly.
Yeah. So.
We're hitting right now though. We're doing well. We're hitting 10 subscribers a week.
Nice. Great.
So we're starting to take off, which is what we've been trying real hard for.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we can help you here a little bit.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it.
It's our hope here, and I'm just grateful. So I'm glad God. I always believe God brings people together. I'm glad He brought us together. I'm glad we got to meet you.
Absolutely.
And the coolest part is we're local to each other.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's the coolest part.
Yeah.
So if a couple local guys get together, and that always makes things
And
great.
these are actually made in Lebanon, so it's local that way in the sense it's not far away. I have a company in Lebanon that makes them, so it's American made.
So we're all within an hour.
We're all
Everybody's within an hour.
Yeah, absolutely. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks again, John. I
Oh,
appreciate
you're
it.
welcome. I appreciate you coming out and doing this and standing behind you. I mean, after what happened there, it's like, so yeah.
Yeah, this is really cool. I'll take a couple cell phone pictures and stuff, Chris. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you like it. Again, feature product of the week. And John took time out of his day to come out and show it off to us, make sure we understood it before we showed it off. And super happy with it. 2 thumbs up from me. And we'll see you later.